Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Miami Marlins. The Giants attempt to break out the brooms in this 3-game series right after this. Pablo Lopez starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
Into the box now, Yolmer Sanchez batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Birdie is there, and there's one away. Now in the box, Mike Yastrzemski, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Duggar stands at first with one out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. 1st and 2nd now with one away. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Birdie will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
That's it. The first baseman, number 9. Brandon Bell.
He's set. Here it comes. Smoke toward the hole, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. The throw home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. At the plate, Evan Longoria, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gone! A 3-run homer for Evan Longoria. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Giants have opened up their lead now 4-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the 1st inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And now it'll be the catcher, Buster Posey. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Jeff Samardzija will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Danny, D-Row, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
Batting second, the left fielder.
To the plate now, John Birdie, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the belt, the pitch in the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike taken. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one's flared off to the right side. Pence coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-1 game. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Batting 4, McKenzie.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 5th.
Stepping up now, Garrett Cooper. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game. Now to the plate, Harold Ramirez, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Giants 4 and the Marlins 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Birdie has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting 9.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the former Notre Dame wide receiver Jeff Samardzija. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Matt Joyce now. His past meetings with Samardzija, batting at an even 400. He also has 1 home run. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Samardzija has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
He froze him on the fastball there. Miguel Rojas becomes out number 2 this inning.
Pablo Lopez.
Stepping in now, Pablo Lopez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Duggar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Miami down in order, still down by. All set for the start of the inning, and moving into the batter's box next will be Yolmer Sanchez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-0 home. Line towards center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The first baseman, number 9.
Digging in for his second at bat, Brandon Belt. From the stretch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Now the 3-0 offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now 6-2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Line drive to center field. Joyce is there, 2 gone. Into the box, Buster Posey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's going to get down out there. And this will open it up a bit more as the lead moves to 7-2.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
Brandon Crawford is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ramirez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. They come in ranked near the bottom of the league in run production, and talking with some of the coaches during batting practice, it's clear they're doing all they can to figure out ways to generate offense. One of them told me, I think we need to start getting creative. What we're doing isn't really getting it done right now, so I think we'll look to shake things up in the lineup and maybe try to get a little more aggressive in terms of running the bases. Some things to keep an eye on the rest of the way, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Two balls and two strikes to Jonathan VR.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And a good throw gets him one gone. So striding forward now, John Birdie looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. In tied at 93, ball one. Swing and a ground ball to third. Knee high, he barehands it. Touche, sir.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First pitch on its way. Ball one. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Two balls and a strike.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
3-1 to him now. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Yastrzemski. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or...
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa.
The center fielder, number 6.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez.
At the plate, Yolmer Sanchez. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Brothers off for second. In there. Now the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that... So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. There to take it is Belt for the first out.
The batter.
Now batting, Garrett Cooper, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Count is 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
At the plate now, Harold Ramirez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, Duggar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready for another shot now, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll try to follow up the... Doubled in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Under it is Joyce, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves it. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes, but he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're seeing a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he fouls this one off. Misses, ball 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw gets him, 2 down. Corey Dickerson will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Corey Dickerson.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Dickerson, 30 years of age. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of super.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Miami down in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Adam Conley takes over to start the 6th inning. On the mound. New inning set to get underway, and standing in here, the veteran third baseman Evan Longoria. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit to first, reined in to second for 1, on to first, and Posey has bounced into a double play.
Now batting,
Brandon Crawford digging in next. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded softly to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Pulled toward right center field. Duggar on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in, John Birdie. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And there to take it in his Pence, and that's out number 2.
Third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Anderson. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. He's set, and the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Birdie is there, and there's one away. In now, Steven Duggar. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a line drive, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
The batter, number 2.
Now at the plate, Yolmer Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And VR will look this one in to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Garrett Cooper. A hit in 2 tries so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Harold Ramirez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Pence, but this will land untouched.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Up next from Miami, Matt Joyce. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Lined into right, a base hit. Cooper rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and the deficit is cut to 4 now.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Into the box, Miguel Rojas, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he falls behind 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Fouled off. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ryan Stanek will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Isan Diaz will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. First delivery to him on the way. Mike Yastrzemski stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down to the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Ground, and that is off the first base bag. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
1 gone here in the Giants' half. For the 8th, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Ramirez is there. 2 down.
The first baseman, number
Here's
9.
the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Now the pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Left side, but well foul. Now another 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Ramirez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and then so striding in, Isan Diaz, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Fernando Carrasco is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 29, Fernando Carrasco.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. The Giants are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale. So if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Carrasco, just 21 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. And it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2. But he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame.
Crawford fields it cleanly to second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Striding in, John Birdie, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now here's the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to. Stepping in, Evan Longoria. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Evan Longoria.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Hit to short, scooped up. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The batter, number 31.
So stepping in, Brandon Crawford. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is popped up. There to take it is BR, and that's the first out. Pablo Sandoval will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Giants, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Sandoval has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. First and second now, one man out. And now a swing and a miss by Sandoval as he set down 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he will indeed make the play in foul. Derek Rodriguez, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Derek Rodriguez.
All set for the bottom of the ninth, and set to go as the third baseman, Brian Anderson. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
The body language from this hurler right now isn't the best. You can tell that he's struggling a little bit, and he laid one right down the middle right there, and he paid the price for it. That was a bomb.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Garrett Cooper. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Settling in now, Harold Ramirez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Reyes Maranta comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. A punch out to end it as the Giants go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
7-4 the final finish today. The Giants, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Jeff Samardzija earns win number 4 on the season. Pablo Lopez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Giants combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-4. At the start of the day, the Marlins are in 4th place in the NL East, while the Giants are atop the NL West. The Brew Crew put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 7-5. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West, while the Brewers sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division. The Rockies starting pitcher, number 15, got win number 1 on the year as Colorado beat the Padres 5-1. In the standings, the Rockies sit in last place in the National League West Division, and the Padres are 3rd in the division. Julio Urias got the win, his 6th so far this year, leading the Dodgers to victory over Detroit 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Dodgers are in 2nd place in the NL West, while the Tigers sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Braves completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-3. At the start of the day, the Nationals are in 3rd place in the NL East, and the Braves are atop the division. The New York Mets combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 2-1. As of right now, the Mets sit in last place in the National League East, while the Phillies are 2nd in the division. The Cubs allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. As of today, the Cubs are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East. The Jays brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they plundered the Pirates 7-1. Entering the day's action, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, and the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. The Cincinnati Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-2. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Reds are 2nd in the division. The Rays finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-0. Heading into the day, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, and the Rays are atop the division. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-1. As of right now, the Indians are in 3rd place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are 2nd in the division. Randy Dobnak got the W and now has 5 this year, leading the Twins to the win over the Yankees 3-2. Entering the day's action, the Twins sit in first place in the American League Central Division, and the Yankees are in third place in the AL East. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-5. As of today, the Angels sit in third place in the American League West Division, and the Rangers are 4th in the division. The A's set 3 balls into the seats as they got the home victory against the Astros 5-2. In the standings, the A's are leading the AL West, and the Astros are 2nd in the division. The Kansas City Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 6-0. Heading into the day, the Mariners are in last place in the AL West, while the Royals are in last place in the AL Central. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.